So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So I hope you all are aware that every Sunday at 3 p.m. We come up with weekly and current affairs. So today is Sunday and it's 3 p.m. So we'll be discussing the third week of May 2025 current affairs. It's 3 p.m. So if I'm audible, visible, please write yes in the comments so that we can begin with the class. Okay, so अगर आपको past classes देखना है, if you are interested in watching the earlier classes, so since January I am actually covering this. So January ka I have discussed 4 weeks, first, second, third, fourth, right? Similarly for February, similarly for March, April, May, like that. Okay, so what you are supposed to do is you go to the first of all, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Go to the playlist पे जाना. And when you move down and or scroll down, you will find this. ये वाला मिलेगा, ठीक है? यहाँ पर नीचे view full playlist लिखा है. So click on view full playlist and you will get these videos, ठीक है? So you can find it in mobile as well. So both on mobile and computer, you can find these videos, ठीक है? So you can watch the previous classes as well. These all are available. So let us begin with the first question. So the first question is actually in front of you. Which says who among the following is said to become? ये तो past हो गया, said to become. Now he has become, है ना? Because we were talking about in the month of May, but right now in the month of June we are. So we need to change this grammar. Now, who among the following has become the first Buddhist Chief Justice of India, and he is currently the first. He is currently holding that post. Please write. Am I audible, visible? Everything is fine, Anna? Yes. Okay. So, and he is which number CGI? So he is 52nd CGI. Okay. And his name is, what is the right answer? Justice B.R. Gavai, right? And he is actually the first Buddhist CGI and second Dalit CGI also. We have discussed so many times. So who was the first Dalit CGI? ये भी पूछते हैं exam में इस type of question. First Dalit CGI was Justice KG Balakrishnan. ठीक है, so ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. So C is the right answer. Now you should be knowing one more thing, that you will be having exam in December. So by that time, I think Justice B.R. Gavai will retire, and now we'll be having Justice Surya Kant as the next CGI. ठीक है. So when the new CGI will be appointed, we will discuss that. है ना? तो उसका हम लोग discuss करेंगे. So currently the answer is C. Let's move on to the next one. Where is the newly inaugurated BrahMos Aerospace Integration and Testing Facility located? Recently, it was launched. I hope you are aware. BrahMos is a missile which is launched, which is made by India, by the joint venture of India and Russia. Na, B se kaat do, so BrahMos is Brahmaputra River in India and Moskova River in Russia. So from here we have this missile, right? What is the right answer? Please answer me. So it is being developed in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. So C is the right answer to this question. Hana. BrahMos production unit will be inaugurated in Lucknow today. So we are talking about 14th May. Na? आप देख सकते हो. And one more thing, BrahMos कौन सा missile है? Ballistic missile है, cruise missile है. So this is supersonic cruise missile, right? Supersonic means जिसकी स्पीड स्मूथ है, like somewhere around 5 Mach के आसपास है ना. 1 Mach is speed of sound. ठीक है. क्रूज मिसाइल होता है, एक बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल होता है. Currently I'm not going in that detail. ठीक है. So just remember it, and it uses ramjet engine, etc. So C is the right answer. Let's move on further. Which of the following announced its first theme park in Middle East? Your options are Universal Studios, Warner Bros, Walt Disney Company, Marvel Studio. मिडिल ईस्ट मतलब वही वेस्ट एशिया को मिडिल ईस्ट कहते हैं. वेस्ट एशिया, सऊदी अरब, कुवैत, कतर, दुबई, यूएई, है ना, ओमान, यमन, इराक, ईरान. Those regions are called as West Asia. Syria. So first theme park of Walt Disney, है ना. So C is the right answer. Is being inaugurated. So C is the right answer to this question. Disney announced a new resort, है ना, at Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. Proposed theme park, है ना. Abu Dhabi, which is actually capital of UAE, United Arab Emirates. Okay. से आपको पता होना चाहिए, है ना. It will be first theme park resort in the Middle East and fourth in Asia. Okay, so C is the right answer. Walt Disney का आपने नाम सुना होगा. The next is which global rating agency upgraded India's credit rating in 2025? Your options are Moody's, Fitch Ratings, Standard and Poor's Global, Morningstar, TBRS. What is the right answer to this question? Which global rating agency upgraded India's credit rating? So the right answer is option D, Morningstar, DBRS. Okay. And it is a credit rating agency. It has upgraded India's sovereign credit rating from BBB with a stable outlook to BBB low. And from BBB low say BBB stable outlook. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. So D is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. World's longest banana in fructescence, any longest banana fruit was found in which Indian Union territory? कहाँ मिला, कौन से इंडिया की यूनियन टेरिटरी में लॉन्गेस्ट बनाना फ्रूट मिला है? लक्षद्वीप, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, अंडमान एंड निकोबार, पुडुचेरी. व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन? बताइए क्या सही जवाब है. The right answer is option C. Andaman and Nicobar Island is the right answer to this question. Was recorded in. Okay, so this is the name of the species, Musa indandemensis. Okay, just remember it. C is the right answer. ज़्यादा नहीं जाना. The Soviet era spacecraft Cosmos 482. Cosmos 482 जो है. Recently क्या हुआ? Its debris actually collapsed, went back and collapsed in Indian Ocean. ये सोवियत एरा मतलब क्या होता है? So I hope you are aware there is something called as Soviet Union, USSR, है ना. So Second World War के बाद काफी फेमस हुआ था ना. So before pre-1991, Russia, है ना, was called as USSR because actually it was Russia plus 15 other countries, and that was called as Soviet Union. In fact, उसमें से एक country Ukraine भी था, and this was asked in the CLAT exam, CLAT 2022, है ना. That Ukraine was once a part of which country? So the answer was Soviet Union. तो सोवियत एरा यानी 1991 से पहले ये लॉन्च किया गया था, ये कॉस्मोस 482. This spacecraft was launched in the space, and recently it fell in Indian Ocean. Okay, so it was launched for which mission? For researching on which mission? Moon, Mars, Venus, Jupiter. What is the right answer to this question? So the answer is Venus. C is the right answer. Okay. That's what you should know. Yes. And a Cosmos 482 spacecraft Soviet era probe did enter Earth's atmosphere, fall into the Indian Ocean. So the entry actually occurred in 10th May 2025, अभी recently, और ये जाकर गिर गया. Approximately 560 किलोमीटर वेस्ट ऑफ मिडिल अंडमान, यानी अंडमान निकोबार से 500 किलोमीटर, 550 किलोमीटर वेस्ट में गिरा. Okay, that is why it becomes important. It fell very near to India, है ना. That is why it is important. So 1972 में इसको भेजा गया था. At that time, Soviet Union was ruling, है ना. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay, let's move on, है ना. आप देख सकते हो. It was sent to Venus, है ना. Let's move on to the next one. What is the theme of National Technology Day? And why do we celebrate National Technology Day? So National Technology Day, why I'm saying, because if you see the PYQ of CLAT 2021, we have seen questions on days and themes. Days or themes से questions आए हुए दो बार, and 2 questions were there. National Technology Day का theme क्या था? And why do we celebrate National Technology Day? The right answer is option C, Yantra, Yugantar, for advancing new technology in research and acceleration. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. ठीक है, and Yugantar for advancing new technology, research and acceleration. And इसका reason ये है कि 11th May we celebrate because 11th May 1998 India tested nuclear weapon for second time under Operation Shakti. ये सब पूछा हुआ एग्जाम में. This is also called as Pokhran 2 in Rajasthan. And when Pokhran 1 happened in 1974, this is Pokhran 1. Also known as Operation Smiling Buddha, done during the time of Indira Gandhi ji. when Mrs. Indira Gandhi was the prime minister. And the second one, the 11th by 1998 was the Operation Shakti. At that time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the prime minister. Okay, so 11th May is celebrated as National Technology Day. Okay, that is what you should know. 11th May is celebrated as National Technology Day. You should remember it. And this year the theme was option C, Yugantar for advancing new technologies, research and acceleration. You should remember it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Which Indian zoo is set to become country's first zero waste zoological park? Zero waste matlab whatever the waste is generated, it will not come out from the park. That waste will be actually handled inside the park. Okay, by let's say recycling or by some other means. जीरो वेस्ट पार्क है, यानी कि इस पार्क से कोई वेस्ट निकल के बाहर नहीं जाएगा, ठीक है, वहीं पार्क अगर वेस्ट जनरेट भी होगा तो वहीं यूज कर लिया जाएगा. दैट्स द आइडिया ऑफ जीरो वेस्ट पार्क. सो व्हिच इंडियन जू हैज बिकम? एनीवन? प्लीज आंसर मी इन द लाइव चैट, आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी टू नो. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, कमला नेहरू प्राणी संग्रहालय इंदौर. देखो इंदौर इज वेरी मच अहेड है ना, एंड स्वच्छ सर्वेक्षण, क्लीनिंग, बहुत सारी चीज में इंदौर का नंबर 1 आता है, आपने देखा होगा. ठीक है, so C is the right answer to this question. Indore Zoo becomes first zero waste zoological park in India. ठीक है, that is what you should be knowing about. It is said to manage all its weight, approximately 500 kg of waste. देखो जब कोई भी zoo रहेगा, zoological park या zoo रहेगा, तो ऑफ कोर्स वेस्ट जनरेट होगा ना, एनिमल्स का एंड मेनी अदर थिंग्स. वेस्ट जो जनरेट होगा उसको रिसाइकिल उसी के अंदर कर लिया जाएगा. दैट्स द आइडिया. इनसाइड द पार्क ऑल दीस वेस्ट विल बी हैंडल्ड. ठीक है, दैट्स द आइडिया. द नेक्स्ट इज whom among the following Indian cricketer recently retired from test cricket after following रोहित शर्मा. रोहित शर्मा के बाद कौन से टेस्ट क्रिकेटर हैं जो रिटायर कर गए? रविंद्र जडेजा, मोहम्मद शमी, विराट कोहली, केएल राहुल. व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? क्या सही जवाब बताओ? Yes, of course, C is the right answer. Yes, Aragon, you are right. Kohli is the right answer. आपने सही जवाब दिया. Yes, Aditi Singh, you are also right. Let's move on to the next one. Recently, Bhutan signed a 500 megawatt hydropower MOU. MOU होता है Memorandum of Understanding. मतलब एक तरह समझ लो a sort of an agreement. With which Indian conglomerate? Reliance, Adani Group, Tata Power, NTPC. 5000 megawatt hydropower. हाइड्रो तो वाटर से जो बनता होगा, है ना. हाइड्रो मतलब वाटर, सो पावर जनरेटेड थ्रू वाटर, मतलब समथिंग क्या होगा, समथिंग रिलेटेड विद डैम या वाटरफॉल, इससे जनरेट हो रहा होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट, है ना. सो ऑफ कोर्स तो हाइड्रो पावर वही होगा जहां पे पहाड़ी एरिया होगा, वेयर यू विल फाइंड लाइक हिमालयाज और सम बिग माउंटेन्स, है ना. सो राइट द आंसर इज बी, है ना. Bhutan's DGPC and Adani Group has signed an MOU. So B is the right answer to this question. Yes, very good. Aragon and Aditi Singh, you both are right. Let's move on to the next one. Who is the Indian origin UK scientist to receive lunar dust from Chang'e's 5 mission of China? So China had sent Chang'e's 5 mission, and this was lunar sample return mission. Lunar sample return mission means they sent the mission and they brought back the sample or the soil of the moon. Okay, lunar मतलब होता है moon, है ना. And they brought back and they has given it actually to an Indian origin scientist in UK. Okay, so the right answer is C, Professor Mahesh Anand. Yes, Aditi, very good. C is the right answer to this question. Okay. And a lunar sample return mission था, sample लेकर के आना था, Chang'e's 5 चाइना का था. ठीक है. The next is recently Madame Tussauds Singapore unveiled. Madame Tussauds is a wax museum, very famous wax museum in Singapore. And this wax museum is famous because you will find a lot of famous world leaders and celebrities, statue being made through wax. And it appears like very real. आप देख के बता नहीं पाओगे अगर आप दूर से देखोगे कि ये इंसान सही में है कि वैक्स का स्टैचू है ना. World's first wax figure of which actor with his pet? कौन से एक्टर का फोटो मतलब स्टैचू बनाया? Yes, रामचरण, right? C is the right answer. Yes, Aditi, you're right. आप देख सकते हो. अब आप इसमें से पहचाने कि कौन सा रियल है and who is the real one and who is the statue, which is the statue. So रामचरण wax statue includes his pet dog Rhyme, मतलब डॉग के साथ भी स्टैचू बनाई गई. ठीक है. So that is what you should know. So C is the right answer. Yes. Let's move on to the next one. What change did Supreme Court recently make to the senior advocate designation process? Okay, इसमें इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना, बट एक बेसिक आइडिया होना चाहिए. वो होता है एडवोकेट्स ऑन रिकॉर्ड, है ना, और इनके ऊपर जो होते हैं उनको सीनियर एडवोकेट्स कहते हैं ना. These are the designations that is given, है ना. The right answer is option C, remove the point-based system. So C is the right answer to this question. Supreme Court abolished the earlier point-based method, shifting to full court decision with optional voting for senior designation. ठीक है, बस इतना पता होना चाहिए कि point-based system हटा दिया है. अब कैसे होता है, how the entire process of designation of senior advocate happen, it's not like you should be knowing about. ठीक है, इतना डिटेल नहीं जाने. The next one is, why was the statue of Swami Vivekananda unveiled at Kaho village? Yes, Aragon, very good. Why was the statue of Swami Vivekananda unveiled at Kaho village? Kaho village कहाँ पड़ता है, कौन से स्टेट में, बताओ तो. Kaho village is actually one of the easternmost village in India, Arunachal Pradesh. So Kaho village लिखा है ना, so C is the right answer. To promote nationalism in India's easternmost village. So C is the right answer to this question. आप देख सकते हो, है ना, अंजौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट है और यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा, दिस इज अंजौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट. लेट मी चेंज द कलर ऑफ द पेन. दिस इज अरुणाचल प्रदेश. ठीक है, और अरुणाचल प्रदेश में ये जो है ना, दिस इज द अंजौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, जहाँ आपको काहो विलेज मिलेगा. दिस काहो विलेज है ना, काहो विलेज. In this village, actually, Swami Vivekananda ji's statue was inaugurated. So C is the right answer here. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What is Samudrayan? ये PYQ है CLAT का. So I believe you should be knowing. Samudrayan mission, मतलब actually वो reverse पूछे थे. The answer was Samudrayan mission. Okay. So what should be the answer? And I have taught those who are my paid batch student must be aware of it, because I have discussed this so many times. इतना बार मैंने जिक्र किया है. And yes, India's deep ocean mission, manned mission, और उसके लिए एक मिशन है मत्स्य 6000, right? ये भी नजर है ना. Yes, Aragon, you're right. B is the right answer. है ना, मत्स्य 6000, it will go 6000 meter deep, etc. to do the research inside the Indian Ocean, है ना. पानी में अंदर जाके research करेंगे to find out about polymetric nodules and other things. B is the right answer. Okay, the next one is, who has recently been appointed as the chairman of UPSC, Union Public Service Commission? Rajiv Gauba, Satyapal Malik, Ajay Kumar, Rajneesh Kumar. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option C. Mr. Ajay Kumar is the right answer. He had earlier served as Defense Secretary and he has been appointed as chairman of UPSC. So C is the right answer. The next one is, yes, Aditi, you're right. The next one is, which of the following Indian universities suspended its MOU? Again, MOU मतलब होता है Memorandum of Understanding. मतलब आप understand समझने के लिए समझ सकते हो कि it's an agreement. And with Turkey's Inonu University. So this was done post Operation Sindoor. What is the right answer? JNU. B is the right answer to this question. Yes, Aragon, you're right. Suspended its MOU with Turkey's Inonu University. The next one is, who has been named the 2025 World Food Prize Laureate? World Food Prize 2025 किसने जीता है? What is the right answer? The right answer is option C, Mariangela Hungria. ठीक है, so just remember it. तो याद रखने के लिए देखो फूड है यहाँ पर, इनके नाम में हंग्रिया करके, so you can remember like this. This is not easy for you to remember. C is the right answer, है ना. एंड नॉर्मन बोरलॉन ये कॉन्सेप्ट सबसे पहले लाया था, है ना. The concept of World Food Price was brought by him. Norman Borlaug is the person who is considered as father of green revolution at the world level. ठीक है. अगर father of green revolution in India पूछा जाए, father of green revolution in India, then the answer would be Mr. M.S. Swaminathan. ठीक है. That is what you should know. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Who among the following became Canada's foreign minister recently and is also the first Hindu woman in that role? Very important, because what happened was earlier Justin Trudeau was the prime minister, so he resigned, and now we are having a new prime minister called as Mark Carney. इस तरह नाम है उनका, Carney. Okay, आप एक बार इनकी spelling check कर लेना. And he has actually appointed an Indian origin lady as the foreign minister of Canada. Right answer is Anita Anand. Yes, A is the right answer. Yes, Aragon, you're right. A is the right answer. Anita Anand was appointed as foreign minister. Okay. The next one is, where will the HCL Foxconn? Because Foxconn is a semiconductor manufacturing company. Semiconductor manufacturing company of Taiwan. And I hope you are aware Taiwan is very famous for semiconductor manufacturing. HCL is a very famous IT company of India, है ना. HCL का शायद लैपटॉप वगैरह भी आता है ना. So recently they have actually decided to set up a chip assembly unit in North India. कहाँ पर? Sorry. What is the right answer? बताइए. The right answer is option C, Jewar, Uttar Pradesh is the right answer. Yes. Yes, Aragon, you're right. Jewar वही ग्रेटर नोएडा में जहाँ पर एयरपोर्ट बन रहा है. This is Anand. So C is the right answer. And 370 crore HCL Foxconn semiconductor joint venture plan to be set up at Jewar. ये भी थोड़ा सा important है, ठीक है. The next is, what is the aim of Chandrayaan 5 mission, जिसको LUPEX mission भी कहा जा रहा है. This is an easy question actually. I hope you can answer. देखो, चंद्रा means moon, है ना, है ना. जितना तो लूनर, यहाँ एक ही जगह तो लूनर लिखा है, बाकी जगह तो मार्स लिखा है. तो मार्स की जगह मंगलयान लिखा होता है, मंगल से रिलेटेड. अर्थ भी नहीं हो गया ना. तो लूनर इज द बेस्ट आंसर. बी इज द राइट आंसर. और लूपेक्स का फुल फॉर्म है लूनर पोलर एक्सप्लोरेशन मिशन, लूपेक्स, दैट इज कॉल्ड. ओके, एंड दिस विल बी चंद्रयान 5. So till now we have sent Chandrayaan 3. 1, 2 and 3 we have sent. For Chandrayaan 4 will be lunar sample return mission, which will be sent by India. Lunar sample return means we will bring back the sample of the soil of the moon. That's the sample return mission. जो कि China का भी Chang'e 5 we have discussed. उसके बाद lunar Chandrayaan 5 होगा, that will be LUPEX, and this will be a joint initiative of ISRO and Japan. Okay, so till C1, C2, C3, C4, like till Chandrayaan 4 we are doing it alone, but Chandrayaan 5 will be a joint mission of India and Japan. That is what you should know. And that will also be uncrewed, means humans will not be sent into the moon. ठीक है, ये भी uncrewed, पांचों uncrewed है, of course. There will not be humans, will not be sending it. ठीक है, that's what you should know. The next one is, which of the following Indian state is set to establish its first marine sanctuary called as Mugli Apasara Konda? So this is not the first marine sanctuary of India. This is the first marine sanctuary of that state. ठीक है, तो ये आपको reference पता होना चाहिए. So the right answer is option C, Karnataka. ठीक है, first marine sanctuary. Set to get first marine sanctuary near Karwar. Karwar is a place in Karnataka. Okay. So C is the right answer. Let's move on to the next. Who among the following Indian athletes was conferred with honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Territorial Army 2025? किसको मिला recently 2025 में? अभिनव बिंद्रा, नीरज चोपड़ा, पीवी सिंधु, बजरंग पुनिया. What is the right answer to this question? Yes, नीरज चोपड़ा को मिला. देखो, अर्लियर अभिनव बिंद्रा को भी मिल चुका है लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल का, but यहाँ पे सिर्फ 2025 पूछा जा रहा था, so the answer would be B. So Abhinav Bindra also won gold medal earlier. The second Indian to win gold medal is Neeraj Chopra, है ना. So earlier Abhinav Bindra had also got lieutenant colonel post. Now Neeraj Chopra has also got the same. So B is the right answer to this question. The next one is, which of the following organization developed a high pressure nanoporous multi-layered polymeric membrane for seawater desalination? बहुत लंबा चौड़ा नाम है, आप ना समझ लो. nanoporous multi-layered, actually nanotechnology का यूज किया जा रहा है. Nowadays nanotechnology is used for various purposes. सी वाटर डिसैलिनेशन का मतलब है फॉर प्यूरिफाइंग वाटर. इतना समझ लो, नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी यूज फॉर प्यूरिफाइंग वाटर. मेम्ब्रेन यूज किया था ना, सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन होता था कि वाटर प्यूरिफाई करने के लिए. सो हु हैज मैन्युफैक्चर्ड दिस? तो इसरो तो कम ही चांस है, बिकॉज इसरो इज वेरी मच बिजी इन स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी, सो चांसेस आर कम, लेस, है ना. बार्क भी कम है, बिकॉज एटॉमिक रिसर्च रिलेटेड का काम होता है, भाभा एटॉमिक रिसर्च सेंटर. तो ऑप्शन बी का भी चांस कम है. ओके, आइदर डीआरडीओ होगा या सीएसआईआर होगा. देखो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, द आंसर इज सी, बट आई विल टेल यू कैसे आपको एग्जाम में सोचना. देखो इसरो का जनरली काम ये नहीं होता, बिकॉज इसरो इज वेरी मच बिजी इन स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी, सो दे आर नॉट कंसर्न्ड अबाउट यूजिंग नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर सी वाटर क्लीनिंग. ठीक है, वो कम चांस है, बहुत कम लगता है. बार्क भी एटॉमिक रिसर्च से रिलेटेड काम करते हैं. ये सब जनरली काम डीआरडीओ या सीएसआईआर करती है. ठीक है, सो इवन इफ यू आर सिटिंग इन द एग्जाम हॉल एंड यू हैव टू मार्क वन ऑफ द गेस, यू शुड बी मार्किंग आइदर सी और डी. ठीक है, सो द आंसर है सी. आपको बता दे रहा हूँ, कभी कभी तुक्का मार रहा हूँ कैसे मारा जाता है. ठीक है, डीआरडीओ डेवलप्स हाई प्रेशर पॉलीमेरिक मेम्ब्रेन फॉर सी वाटर डिसैलिनेशन. ठीक है, एक चीज बस ध्यान रखिएगा, डीआरडीओ जो होती है ना, डिफेंस रिलेटेड इक्विपमेंट बनाती है, लेकिन उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारी चीज बनाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल ड्यूरिंग कोविड इट वाज मेकिंग वेंटिलेटर्स आल्सो. तो डीआरडीओ थोड़ा मल्टीपर्पस टाइम काम करती है, अदर देन मेकिंग डिफेंस रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स आल्सो. ठीक है, तो इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ, बिकॉज दैट इज हाउ यू हैव टू थिंक इन द एग्जाम. और सीएसआईआर का फुल फॉर्म है काउंसिल फॉर साइंटिफिक एंड इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च. तो ये इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च से ही रिलेटेड काम है, तो ये भी कर सकती थी, मतलब हो सकता है इनके भी, है ना. सो दैट्स व्हाट यू शुड नो. The next one is, who was the 11th woman judge in the history of Supreme Court of India, and she retired recently? These all four are women judges, and these all four have now retired. All four were women Supreme Court judges, and they all have retired. One of them has actually retired in the last week, I think last or second last week of May, and she was the 11th woman judge. And the surprising thing was, she was elevated from lower judiciary. She became a High Court judge and Supreme Court judge, which is very rare. And so B is the right answer. Justice Belan Trivedi, and 11th woman judge. Bids adieu मतलब होता है, adieu जो होता है French word है, टाटा. Adieu मतलब होता है टाटा, goodbye, means she has retired. And she started as a trial court judge in 1995. And then in 2011 she became a High Court judge, and then in 2021 she became a Supreme Court judge. Okay, because generally it is rare that a person who actually was from lower judiciary or from trial court, a person gets elevated to the Supreme Court. Generally lawyers से ही elevate होते हैं ज़्यादातर, mostly, है ना. Whether a High Court judge or a Supreme Court judge, mostly they were previously a lawyer. ठीक है, okay. और लिम्का बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स में इनका नाम भी है, because when she became the judge, her father was also a judge, session judge. ठीक है, so father daughter judges in the same court, है ना. And that is why she is there in Limca Book of Records. And one more thing, she was in the news because Supreme Court Bar Association (SCBA) and Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association, they both the association did not give farewell to her. यानी इनको फेयरवेल नहीं दिया, तो है ना. BCI मतलब बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया, है ना. तो इसमें काफी हंगामा हो गया था. ठीक है, so that is why she was also in the news. We are not going in that detail, research वगैरह नहीं करना, but एक रफ आइडिया होना चाहिए recently that she retired and all these controversies happened. SCBA के प्रेसिडेंट का नाम बताना, go and find out. The next one is, what is एक देश एक धड़कन initiative launched by Ministry of Culture? The right answer is, it is a campaign to honor national braveheart. C is the right answer to this question. ठीक है, that is what you should know. एक देश एक धड़कन, आप देख सकते हो national flag लेकर के, amplifying the spirit of unity, patriotic fervor, reverence for the Tiranga. C is the right answer. ठीक है. The next is, what is the purpose of newly created multi-agency center, है ना, newly inaugurated, है ना, Union Home Minister by Union Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah. What is the right answer? The right answer is to enhance intelligence sharing among multiple agencies. है ना, multi agency center का मतलब ये हुआ कि multiple agencies. So B is the right answer. ठीक है. So it was set up as a response to after Kargil war. Kargil Review Committee recommended this. So IB and other agencies share their intelligence input here. Okay, that's what the idea is. B is the right answer. Yes, Aragon, you're right. Huh? The next is what milestone did UIDAI? है ना, वही है जो आधार की जो बॉडी है उसी को कहते हैं. So it is UIDAI Act से बना है, so it is actually a statutory body. है ना? So UIDAI is the agency which is supposed to regulate all the Aadhaar data. It is the agency which gives Aadhaar to you, है ना, or which issues Aadhaar card, etc. So अभी क्या हुआ कि 150 billion Aadhaar authentication has been done. So B is the right answer to this question. Aadhaar authentication crosses 1 billion transaction mark. So B is the right answer. The next one is where did Indian Institute of Foreign Trade establish its first overseas campus? London, UK, Dubai, UAE, New York, USA, Singapore. What is the right answer? IFT जो ना एक MBA college है. Those who prepare for CAT exam, they know it. जब आप कोई अगर आपके आसपास का CAT की तैयारी करोगे उनको पता होता है. IFT is also an MBA type college है ना. जैसे जब वो CAT का एग्जाम देते हैं तो IFT का भी एग्जाम देते हैं. अब तो I think it has been merged, but that is what you should know. So the right answer is B. Dubai, UAE is the right answer to this question. Okay. Okay. The next one is what is the name of ISRO's Earth observation satellite launched in May 2025? Actually, it was supposed to launch, but unfortunately, it got failed. Earth observation satellite 09. Okay. So scheduled for launch because time per May ka mahina tha. Now we are actually in June and we are discussing the past news. So इसीलिए we should be knowing that Earth Observatory Satellite 09 it was sent through Polar Satellites Launch Vehicle C61. But ये successful नहीं हुआ. आप देखो लिखा today 101st launch was attempted PSLV C61. Normal till second stage, but third stage was due to an observation third stage the mission could not be accomplished. 4 stage होता है ना PSLV में solid liquid 4 stage. So third stage में कुछ issue आ गया and because of which the mission actually was not successful. Okay, B is the right answer. The next one is who among the following became India's 86th chess grandmaster? So grandmaster जो होता है ना ये word chess के लिए यूज किया जाता है ना? So आपको बता रहा है कि chess के winner को grandmaster कहते हैं. And who has won it recently? So the right answer is L.R. Srihari. B is the right answer, है ना? And आप देख सकते हो this guy is L.R. Srihari. Let's move on to the next one. Who among the following topped Forbes list of highest paid athlete in 2025? Forbes is a very famous international level magazine. आपने नाम सुना होगा. So they come up with ranking of highest paid athletes. So which is on the top? Top पे कौन है? C is the right answer, है ना? Cristiano Ronaldo. Very good. Yes, Adija, you're right. Top Forbes list of highest paid athletes, earning $275 million between May 2024 and May 2025. So $275 million पैसा कमाया उन्होंने इस दौरान, ठीक है? So we are talking about athletes, है ना? So that's what you should know. C is the right answer. The next one is where is Uttar Pradesh first dedicated footwear park being developed? थोड़ा सा कॉमन सेंस से भी आप आंसर कर सकते हैं इसको. फुटवेयर पार्क जो लेदर इंडस्ट्री कहां पर है, कौन सी सिटी में? इफ यू नो इट यू कैन आंसर इट. कानपुर इज फेमस फॉर दैट. सी इज द राइट आंसर. इट इज फेमस फॉर लेदर इंडस्ट्री एंड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फुटवेयर एटसेट्रा. ठीक है, सी इज द राइट आंसर. The next one is who among the following chairs the standing committee on finance that received Sansad Ratan Award? The right answer is Bhartuhari Mahtab. C is the right answer. हालांकि संसद रत्न अवार्ड बहुत सारे लोगों को मिला है ना. 17 MPs including Ravi Kishan, Supriya Sule to receive संसद रत्न अवार्ड. ठीक है, संसद रत्न अवार्ड are actually given to सांसद means MPs मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट को अवार्ड दिया था, ठीक है. भारतुआरी मेहताब is one of them who has got it. C is the right answer. The next is, which of the following Indian states is getting its first dry port at मनोहराबाद. ड्राई पोर्ट मतलब यहाँ पर मतलब ड्राई पोर्ट यानी वेट पोर्ट मतलब नॉर्मल पोर्ट कौन सा होता है जिसमें समुद्र हो, है ना, रिवर हो. बट sometimes there is a concept of dry port जहाँ पर सारे like all the goods will be collected and from there it will be distributed, है ना, उसको ड्राई पोर्ट टाइप हम दिख करते हैं. तो ये कहाँ होगा? तेलंगाना में. B is the right answer. ठीक है. प्लास्टिक पार्क नियर शमशाबाद, फर्स्ट ड्राई पोर्ट इन मेदक, है ना. So that's what you should know. So B is the right answer to this question. So this is all about today's class. अच्छा एक चीज और है, today I'll be meeting you at 8 p.m. Where I'll be discussing about the important static GK, है ना. So do join me there, है ना. So please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.